Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the makeup products I wish I had tried sooner and the beauty products. I do have some skincare things in here too. I've seen this video on a few other channels and I think it's a great idea because these are products that I have really loved so much. I'm kind of kicking myself for waiting so long to try them, and it can really help tell you guys what I've been loving so much that I wish I had bought them a lot sooner than I did. So if you want to see what I wish I had sooner in my life, just keep watching. So before I get into this, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not following me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and what's left? Snapchat. I do talk about things before they ever make it into a video. So I have those linked on the screen and linked down below. Go follow me over there because I have a community of you guys over there too. And I just love the whole sense of community, not just here, but over there too. So if you're not following me in those places, head over there and do that after you watch this video. Make a note so that you don't forget to go over there and follow me on those social media platforms when you're done watching this video. Obviously, some of these are going to be repeats because I've talked about a lot of them in favorites videos, but maybe I didn't elaborate enough on how much I love them. I don't know. This one is a very, very recent favorite, so it may be fresh on your mind if you've been following me for a couple of months, but it's the Bioderma Sensibio Micellar Water. I had a sample of this in my Derm Store Beauty Fix box a couple months ago, and I was living with the sample, trying to ration it because I loved it so much. I finally broke down and got the full size from Beautylish, maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I love this stuff. It does remove my waterproof eye makeup. It removes all my makeup if I want to use it as a first step before cleansing. I love it sometimes in the morning as a refresher. And I mean, you know, if I'm in a pinch and I don't want to do a full out cleanse at night, I've used it for that, even though I think you're supposed to cleanse after it. I don't know what it says about that. I don't have to shake it first. It doesn't leave a residue the way some of them do, but it does do a good job. It doesn't leave me feeling oily or greasy after, and I really, really wish that I had purchased this a long time ago. I've seen people talk about this for a long time, and I kept thinking, why is that one so much better than the ones that are easily accessible at the drugstore? It cannot be that much better. It is that much better. It's still only in the teens, but I just kept not purchasing it. And now I wish I had purchased it a long, long time ago. The second product, which is also a makeup remover, but I use it in a different way than the micellar water. I tend to use this more than the micellar water. I don't know why. So this is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I kind of look at this as the same texture as coconut oil or something. It's a balm and you just rub it between your fingers and it turns into this emulsified liquid, and then you rub it on your face and it literally takes all your makeup off. I gotta wipe my fingers off. Hang on one second. So this is more like a turbo makeup remover to me. This takes everything off. Like I just got this off by pumping out some micellar water, and now my fingers aren't oily anymore because of the micellar water. This is an oily makeup remover, but I kept not using it because I thought it was going to break me out because I have oily combination skin. It doesn't break me out. It just makes my skin really soft. You do need to cleanse after this because it will leave an oily residue if you don't, but it just gets everything off, and it does come in a little sample size too if you travel. But like, I'm not gonna bring this big old bottle if I go on a trip. I will bring this. I will bring the small size. I can scoop this out and put it in a smaller container. It's just a little easier to travel with and a little more foolproof. But this, you just scoop it out, rub it in, rinse it off, and then cleanse. I hesitated on both of these for a long time. I used oil-based makeup removers, which are great, and I have some favorites there, but these are really, really great. I'm gonna stick with skincare and then move on to makeup. I know you guys probably wanna see makeup, but this is it for skincare, and then I'm moving on to makeup. I really wish that I had discovered Paula's Choice sooner than I did. I don't know why I had a mental resistance to trying Paula's Choice. I don't know if it's because it was only available through mail order, and I think it was only on her website for a while, and now it's available on other websites too. I think it was the 10% niacinamide booster that I tried first and fell in love with it. And I've talked about it on my channel before. It's the texture of water. It's really changed the size of my pores. It's made my skin clearer. It's for all skin types. And it says minimizes pores and smooth skin. It's such a fabulous product, and it's supposed to shrink your pores and reduce wrinkles. And this is the first step of my skincare routine after I cleanse my skin at night. This is my second bottle, and I'm on my way to needing my third. The second product that I fell head over heels in love with from her, it's my holy grail sunscreen. It is the Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Normal Oily Combination Skin. This also has antioxidants and resveratrol. This claims to visibly reduce wrinkles. It has a sheer natural tint that's ideal for all skin tones, and it has a silky lotion that mattifies and smooths. So that's why it's good for normal combination or oily skin. If you have dry skin, this isn't going to be enough to be an SPF and a moisturizer. There are times in the dead of winter where I also need a moisturizer underneath, but in the spring and summer, this is it. It's the perfect sunscreen. I wish I had tried her line sooner in my life. I would love to try so many more products from her line, but you know, we don't have unlimited funds as beauty influencers. I wish we did. I'm not on her PR list. I wish I was, but I would love to try more, and I do intend to. I just have been trying other things. If you have a Paula's Choice product that you really like and you recommend, I would love to hear about it so that you guys can get recommendations down below. I would love to hear that in the comments, because I really like her line. Okay, moving on to makeup. I would say I really wish I had tried the whole Charlotte Tilbury line in general way earlier than I did. I didn't try it earlier because I have no in-person access to it at all. So I was really blind buying everything. And so it's kind of hard because you can't see any shade, you can't see or touch or feel anything. Over the past couple of years, I've bought several products from her line, and I was sent a really nice PR package from them a few months ago, and I have had some hits from them throughout the past year. I've had some misses too, but by and large, I have really loved most things I've tried. If I had to pick a couple of items that I'm really sorry I didn't try a lot earlier from her line, it would be the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. If you want to know a lot more about it, go watch my January favorites because I'll talk about it in more depth. I got the shade Fair because I wanted it to not oxidize or change the color of my makeup. I wanted it to be more of a setting powder. This is a beautiful powder. I held off on it for so long, even after trying tons of Charlotte Tilbury products. I just got it within the past month. I kept thinking it was not going to be good for oily combination skin, and how different could it be from every other powder? It is different. It is beautiful. It not only sets my under eyes and my face, it doesn't alter the color of my makeup. It makes it look very airbrushed and beautiful without ever caking. I really think that you could have only this powder in your whole makeup collection and be completely happy. I say you, I really mean me, but you could too. I love this powder. And the other product specifically is the Iconic Nude Lip Cheat Lip Liner. I had the Pillow Talk lip liner. I had bought it, and then I got it sent in my PR package that I got. So I put that in the giveaway that I did over the holidays. And I kept not buying Iconic Nude. I don't know why, because I couldn't see it in person. That's why. I finally recently got it, and it is the perfect brownish nude lip color. I don't have it on today. I wish I did. But it just looks so good and natural, and it makes my lips look fuller somehow. So this is a great nude to have. It really is as good as everybody says. So I highly recommend this for a neutral brownish nude. It's not too brown, it's not too nude, it's just that perfect combination, not too pink. So I really wish I had these two products way earlier in my life. Going to something less expensive, ColourPop eyeshadows specifically. I had tried the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips, I don't know how long ago, but I kept not trying the eyeshadows because I kept thinking they're probably overhyped. Why do I need to get those when there's drugstore eyeshadows that I can get that are good, and I have my high-end shadows that are also good. So I have plenty of eyeshadows. I don't really know what made me purchase these in December, I think. These are so good. These are better than any drugstore shadows that I've ever gotten. They're better than a lot of high-end eyeshadows that I've gotten. I mean, you can tell that the palettes that I have are less expensive because there's no mirror. They're cardboard palettes, but they're sturdy. This is the I Think I Love You palette. This is the Dream Street palette, which is the Kathleen Lights collab. These shadows are beautiful. And when I tell you, the mattes and the shimmers are great quality. You can swatch any of these palettes and get tremendous color payoff with just 2 finger swipes, 1 finger swipe. It's just pretty unbelievable how great these palettes are, and I'm sorry I waited so long to try it. I'm sorry I was skeptical. I was doubtful, and now I'm just really glad that I have these. I love them. Speaking of eyeshadow and eyeshadow palettes, one that I held off on because I just didn't see the hype when it came out. I don't know what made me develop a need for it or a want for it over time, but I have since given it as a gift because I have loved it myself so much since I got it, and that is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. When this first came out, I thought, I don't really care about having a palette that smells like peach. I don't really think that these shadow colors are anything that I'm interested in. I get that it was supposed to be all the different shades of a peach, the inside of a peach, but I don't know, I just didn't really feel the need. But then I think I started just seeing some looks with it, and then I started thinking, you know, I really do want this palette. And this is one of my favorite palettes now. I love using this. I feel like I always get really pretty looks with it. The shimmers are great. The mattes are great. I am sorry that I waited so long to get this palette. I just feel like every time I do a look with this, I'm happy with the way it comes out. It's a great palette. I should have gotten it way earlier than I did. I talked about this in my foundation review that I did for the It's CC cream. I thought this was for dry skinned people. I thought that the It's CC cream would make me an oily, greasy mess, and I stayed away from it. I stayed far, far away from it until one day I got a sample and I decided to do a foundation review on it, and I was so pleasantly surprised, and it is one of my favorite foundations. I love the coverage. You can sheer it out, but you can also build it up and get a lot of coverage from it, and it settles really nicely on my skin. It doesn't make me oily or greasy. It doesn't completely mattify me either. It's just a really great look for, I think, many different skin types. I am sorry that I waited so long to try this, because who doesn't need a foundation or a CC or a BB cream with SPF 50 in it and that looks really good on the skin? I also don't think that this feels heavy on the skin either. It feels good, it looks good, it has SPF. I know I keep saying I wish I hadn't waited so long to try it, but that's what this video is all about. I should have gotten this so much sooner. I feel like I would have gotten so much use out of this in my life. I am in the shade medium. I think my foundation road test initially was in shade light, but it is too light for me. Medium is perfect. I wish I knew what the trigger was that made me finally say, yes, I need this product to some of these, but I don't know what it was. I'm just glad that it happened. I don't have enough words to tell you how great this little guy is. He looks so tiny, doesn't he? Look at all his fingerprints. The Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder in medium is the sculpting powder for me. I have heard people rave about this for years. I kept thinking, what on earth could be so much greater about this sculpting powder than other sculpting powders? It's a magical formula. There's no fallout. I don't have to tap off my brush before I put it to my face. It has the perfect amount of gray undertones so that it's cool enough. It looks completely natural. It creates that shadowy look that looks real. So you don't look like you're wearing contour, but you just look shaded enough. I don't contour every single day, but when I do, I want it to look natural, and this does that. I really think that I could eliminate a large majority of all the contour powders I have ever tried and ever used, and only have this one, maybe one more, just for good measure, and I would be absolutely happy. This is the best contour powder I have ever tried. I can honestly say that. I wish I hadn't ignored the hype for all the years that I did. I'm ending on an inexpensive note, so we're going from pricey to inexpensive, but I do have to mention this because everybody and their mother talks about this product, but I held off on it for so long because, again, I just kept thinking, why do I need another blush that is in this corally pinky peach realm? Because I have a lot of them. And it's the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I don't so much like the packaging. It very much reminds me of the Physicians Formula packaging with the little brush on the inside and all that. I don't think the brush is necessary. They could totally change that and make it just the blush, and that would be perfect. The shade is stunning. It's not too shimmery, but it has a nice sheen to it, so it really makes you look glowy. It's the perfect corally peach shade that I feel is super flattering on so many skin tones. To me, in the spring and summer, this is just the quintessential blush shade. It's hard to say. I am sorry that I didn't look at it sooner. I passed it by so many times in the drugstore. It's not like it's expensive either. I just kept not buying it for no reason because I just thought I didn't need that. And do you need it? No, but it's a great blush to have just to brighten up your face. It looks really, really pretty. I'm sorry I waited so long on that. I think that that is it for the products that I wish I had bought sooner and I wish I hadn't held off on for so long. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have products like this, I would love to hear yours. Let me know what yours are in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.